Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Form of Therapy. My name is Joe PD, and today on the Culture Study, I'll be reacting to MOMOLAND's Rodeo. MOMOLAND, that's a name I haven't heard in a hot minute, and they're back. MOMOLAND, I mean, probably one of the most memorable names in K-pop, but also has been through so much, a whole roller coaster of a ride of a career. I thought they disbanded. And it seems like they got back together, different company. I don't know the whole story behind everything. I'm more so here to just check out the music and the music video and to see what this new direction for MOMOLAND is going to be like. So let's go ahead and check it out together, shall we? There are, by the way, no English subs for the video. So let's keep that in mind. Spelling out rodeo with
giddy up.
oil.
Hey. Right to the end, I'm not giving up.
Okay.
Giddy up.
Great bass line.
Rodeo. Grasha. Rodeo.
Oh.
Giddy up. Let's feel like let's feel loud. 정신없이 어지럽게. Oh God. Ride the tide. 휩쓸리듯이 끌려가. 자꾸 또 덤비다 이리저리 멈출 수가 없게. 빙빙 run and around. 흔들리게 또 돌고 돌아. 헷갈리게 자꾸 left or right. 날 미치게 한 간식거리만 raise my hands. 이제부터 move feels like a earthquake. Ooh, so drive me crazy. 꽉 붙잡아 시작된 rodeo. Grasha. Rodeo.
Wow.
빙글빙글 하루 종일 break it down. Rodeo.
Wow, is it 2018 again? Wow. What a time travel of a song.
깊이 빠져도 faster. 날 보면 자꾸만 지릿지릿야. 나나나나 그 노래를 릴릴랄랄라. 발바닥에 불이 나게 burn. 잠시도 쉴 틈이 없게 달려갔다 run run run. I'm rising with the tide. 점점 높이 올라가 난. 헷갈리게 자꾸 left and right. 날 미치게 한 간식거리만 as my ears. 이제부터 move feels like a earthquake. Ooh, so drive me crazy. 꽉 붙잡아 시작된 rodeo. Grasha. rodeo. 점점 빨라져 빙글빙글 하루 종일 break it down. rodeo. 멈추지 않고 달려. Just keep it running. Giddy up. 떨리는 네 맘을 더는 감출 수 없는. 끝날 때까지 당신은 금물. One step, two step, countdown. 난 더 세게 pull the trigger. Rodeo.
It's a dope bridge.
rodeo. 점점 빨라져 빙글빙글 하루 종일 break it down.
Okay. Wow. That felt like a travel back in time. That felt like 2016 to 2018 K-pop music. A very specific era in time. Both in how those horns were used, especially if you want to talk horns in K-pop, you can't leave out MOMOLAND in the conversation. But also the rhythm It was just constantly energy, energy, energy throughout the entire thing. Other than that bridge, oh my god! First off, we had a bridge. This video was like 3:30. Wow. We had a bridge. That was probably the most shocking thing. So it's like rather than conforming to any of the new K-pop trends, Momoland went full just Momoland again. And of course, it is more. I think it was a very delicate dance. It's a little bit more different on their usual sound. Like, so basically it's novel is what it is. Like, it sounds so classic Momoland. It sounds like their classic thumbs up, boom boom, bam bam. Like, it sounds like that era of music, but also just done in a new novel way. So I wouldn't even call it innovative. I would call it actually as a refreshing return. Now, the question is, at the end of the day, will people vibe with this? K-pop has changed so much in music, like musically, within the past, like I would say, 3-4 years. It has really transformed. But also, I see a lot of complaints online about people complaining about the transformation of K-pop. K-pop right now is a lot more smoother. It's a lot more slicker. And it actually has largely much more of a K-pop and a westernization hybrid. And a lot of people seem to be complaining about that, you know? Of course, I'm sure there's just as many fans who don't care or who actually love that sound. I love just all sounds of K-pop. I don't think K-pop is a sound. I think K-pop is a mindset. I think K-pop is about innovation. I think K-pop is about experimentation. I think K-pop is a lab, and I think there is no specific sound that belongs to K-pop. I just think there are eras, and I'm curious. Will people show up? Because this is very classic, like mid 2010 sound. This is very classic pre-COVID K-pop. And so will people show up? Will people support this? Will people show interest in this? That is my question, right? At the same time, I was very thoroughly entertained. I did feel it was slightly cheesy. But at the same time, that's not a criticism. That's not a criticism. In fact, cheesiness and K-pop go hand in hand. You know, first gen K-pop artists wore giant gloves. You know, they dressed like they were snowboarders all the time. They had like giant goggles on their heads. So like, you know, like cheesiness in K-pop is not a foreign concept to me. In fact, I appreciate it. In fact, I appreciate it a lot. I think right now we're in this era of K-pop where everyone has to look the coolest. Everyone has to look the most badass. I feel like girl crush is no longer a concept. I feel like girl crush is like the base genre, and then people kind of like add on to that. Of course, there are like exceptions to the rule. There are people like Islet who are not girl crush, but honestly, like I think that's just because they're young. I mean, give them several years, I feel like they'll eventually graduate into girl crush. Like, I feel like girl crush has become just like a staple within K-pop at this point, and I appreciate a sound that does not bend to that. I appreciate a sound where they're not trying to sound cool, they're trying to sound fun, and I think that is something that's lost a lot nowadays. I think let's take a song that I really, really loved and enjoyed this year. Ives XOXZ. That's ultimately a love song. It's a dreamy song. It's atmospheric. But at the end of the day, it's cool. It's so cool. And I feel like that's what a lot of girl groups just do. They're so cool. Everyone's got a cool girl, it girl attitude thing going on. And so I appreciate a group that's just making fun music. The music video is a little left to be desired. I'll say the music video definitely also feels mid-aughts, and I feel like it might be the one thing that is a little bit of a heel in for this song. I think nowadays we want a little bit more of a narrative undertow in these music videos, and I feel like this one, it was just like the classic bright, vibrant K-pop music video where they are largely performing, and there's a lot of beauty glamour shots and inserts, and that's about it. I think not innovating their sound was, I think that's a fine choice, because we haven't heard MOMOLAND in so long. We haven't heard this sound in so long that even though they don't change anything about their sound, and they only change more so the genre in which how they execute the MOMOLAND style, that comes off novel, sure. But I don't think the music video comes off novel. I think the music video actually comes off a little outdated. I think filmmaking can't go back in time. I think with music is cyclical. I think fashion is cyclical. You can make those trends. Filmmaking is not cyclical. I think visual cinematography styles are not cyclical. Like no one is going to, you can't, like once you hit 4K, no one wants to go back to a day where you had to watch 360p and that was your only option for a video. No one's going to be like, oh, wow, this is so retro and vintage. I'm going to watch everything in 360p. No. And so, of course, that's more of like a literal technological leap. This is more so a directorial style, an era of the time. But there is such thing as outdated filmmaking and the way you direct certain videos. It's why when certain people talk about going back to watch those old movies from like the black and white movies from like the 60s or something like that, that were considered like groundbreaking and like this is the greatest movie of all time. People go back and watch it and they go, this is unwatchable. This is unbearable. And it's because, yes, we have advanced in our storytelling techniques. We have become more nuanced. Also, we have like way less of an attention span. There's that as well. But that's also why, like, I just think the music video, I think it's solid. I'll say that. I don't think it's bad in any way. I do think it's outdated. So like, I would give it actually a pretty generous score of like a solid 8.5 for the music video. The music video hits all the mid-2010s K-pop staples, but it's not all that interesting anymore. But let's go ahead and watch it again. What does make it interesting, I will say, is at least their performances. I feel like this is a very Momolandish type opening alone, too.
Giddy up, giddy up.
The hot red sports car.
Right to the end, I'm not giving up. Giddy up, giddy up.
So style-wise, I'm also not understanding. There's a cat in the sky. I just noticed. Based on the outfit color and like the vibe of the song, it seems like a style mismatch. Like all black, it's a very odd choice. Yeah, they say rodeo. They say giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. I mean, what better time than to introduce, I would say, more Western outfits? Pre-chorus is excellent. I love this part. When I first heard it, gave me chills. The really high. She's got cats on her shirt. I love the choreo though, like the sort of like giddy up sort of vibe to it. Seriously, I think Western outfits, tassels, like the brown tassels, brown leather vest, denim. I think that would have been a more appropriate look.
깊이 빠져서 faster 날 보면 자꾸만 지릿지릿야 나나나나 그 노래를 릴릴랄랄라.
I also think the lighting is just, the lighting is a little too harsh. It's not to say that's bad. It's just, there's no tension control. The lighting is consistent throughout the entire video all the time. Mind you, that does create an identity. Again, it's an outdated identity. It's too bright. It's got too much polish in the lighting. I do think that with this style of music video, like I don't think the location and stuff like that, any of that is a problem. If you're not going to have like a narrative understanding of this video, like no one is ever like doing anything. Like why is suddenly Jui like just walking across and then like suddenly inside and then spinning something? Like, just like nothing is motivated in this music video, like why they're doing anything, right? They're just like leaning over here and it's just like and then just start singing, and it's just like one random shot into another. And you know, that's just how a lot of older K-pop filmmaking was, and that's what a lot of my older reactions were like. It was just a lot of like saying like, hey, you know, it's a pretty looking video, but like ultimately it should have some kind of narrative follow through, and this one kind of doesn't. And if you're not going to, I would say at least the cinematography should be gorgeous and pleasant to look at, and just this harsh, flat. It's very odd to say flat because they're lit in a traditional like they're lit from like every angle type of style, but it comes off flat because it has no identity. It's just like it's nighttime, so why are they so brightly lit? But it's not like the lighting. So if they could have. So the only lighting here, I would say, like the problem is probably the key light. The key light's too harsh. It's just like the lighting is so unrealistic. It's not motivated. And I would say what probably, if they want to go this bright in terms of lighting, a good way to go about it is to try and make the lighting look like their car headlights. So that motivates bright lighting within a dark environment. Also, the lighting would not be so, there's so much lighting spill. Like the lighting spill, like you can see like this key light is spilling all over them, but onto the pillar, onto the undershade of the roof. So it's causing like these random shadow patterns everywhere. It's just, it makes the video so brightly lit that there's no character to the visual element of the film. Also, cutting to this dance scene back and forth, I'm noticing. So in the daytime scene, maybe they're trying to go for an inverse effect. The daytime scene, they're wearing all black, but it's a brightly lit background, brightly lit environment, but then white, bright outfits at nighttime, but also a brightly lit environment. So that's where a little bit of like, it's still a tonal imbalance. That's what they were going for. I kind of get that, but I don't know. Anyways. Like even that, she blows up a bubble gum. We don't need a why. Let's just say it's gonna be a cute thing. It overtakes the video, and it like overtakes the video, and that's a transition right there if I've ever seen one. And then it just leads into this shot. There's no transition into this shot. So this starts a transition, and this just starts a scene rather than linking the transition. So there's also not like this again, no narrative follow through. So like there's no smooth transition from scene to scene sometimes.
날 보면 자꾸만 지릿지릿야 나나나나 그 노래를 릴릴랄랄라 발바닥에 불이 나게 burn 잠시도 쉴 틈이 없게 달려갔다 run 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 I'm rising with the tide 점점 높이 올라간 난 헷갈리게 자꾸 left and right 날 미치게 한 가십거리만 모여
Again, another, it like covers the camera, and again another opportunity for a transition, but then she's just sitting there and she's about to drink from her cup. There's just no motivation, and it's just the lighting is just the lighting's insane. Lighting's absolutely, the lighting's insane. It's too much. It's too much. I think what the music video lacks is a sense of control. She's being lit by magenta lighting here, but then she's also being lit by magenta lighting here. She's like the edge light, like what makes edge lighting look good is the tonal balance of light and dark. It's called chiaroscuro. And chiaroscuro it's an Italian term for, it's an art term for balancing light and dark tones. And this music video has zero understanding of that. It has no implementation of chiaroscuro. It is just so brightly lit from like every direction. It's such an outdated K-pop music video lighting style. I'm sorry, what was this transition now? It's the only time they motivate. Oh my God, and the water droplet just falls. I see. It's supposed to be coming out from there. I would have probably suggested a shot of like condensation from the can. That would look more realistic. That looked a little awkward. The positioning of that also does not make sense. But then she grabs the water and the splash comes from underneath. It's also, it's the one ambitious shot in the music video trying to go for, trying to have a smooth transition, and it didn't work because basically bad CG. Like that should be a moment with so much more aura. Like, I literally think the girls do fine. I think the vocals are, it's refreshing to hear like very like high pitched vocals like this in K-pop once again. And I like the choreo. I like the like sort of like the giddy up motion. And I like the idea of like, it starts from like, it's like a very cool superhero pose where like you see the back of them and then kind of like turns back and she's like looking down and then looks up. That should be like a chilling moment. Like in a music video, that should be the moment where you like get goosebumps because Nancy is fucking ore farming like crazy. But you don't get that because of the presentation. It's the presentation of this shot of this scene it's not dramatic enough. It's not cool enough. It's so bright. It again comes down purely to lighting. Like color grading could not save this film because of the lighting. Yeah, I think I was being too generous with the 8.5. I would give this a 7.5. In terms of the music video, now that's a great transition. It's probably my favorite shot of the entire music video. That was fire, but I'm going to assume because it's just a match cut. Unless they do like a they did do a plate overlay. Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, I appreciate that so much. They cut her out and then they even had so they even had this flash on her right here, and then they have the flash on the background of the previous scene, so it like links together really well. Oh, it's a great transition. I would have done it again. And then right here, bum, bum, bum. That would have been another good moment to do that again. In a different way. Not in the same way, but cutting on that da-na-na again the second time would have been fantastic impact. What is this? What is this? It's a very random transition. Just into the car pistons and then suddenly it's there. I thought this was a pretty inspired touch. So doing the white void dance scene, but completely silhouette in red. Oh, I was like, oh, okay. We could be going for like again, style, so basically an art department did not exist for this music video. I feel like, because like with this red, black and white, now this is chiaroscuro right here. This is a great lighting balance right here. So this is a very dramatic shot. And I feel like especially we had leaned a little bit more into the rodeo aspect, either commit to some kind of a theme, a Western theme or a Latin theme, I think it would have benefited this really, really well. And then I would say, I really liked this. I thought this was really ambitious. I think it's not the smoothest, but I think that's actually more of a budgetary issue. These shots are also okay. It looks a little Studio Chumi, but the close-ups are fine. And then this becomes way too studio. It becomes way too Studio Chumi, but without the what I mean by Studio Chumi is like the lighting looks way too much like Studio Chum without Studio Chum's smooth frame rate. Because they shoot in 60 frames, so it comes off a lot smoother. So they don't have that effect. And also, this looks better. I feel like this lighting right here should also be, if they wanted to brightly lit them, because you know what, you can't shoot in this silhouette dance forever. It would drag on too long. In fact, it did feel like it actually dragged on too long even there. So they needed actually even a third element in here for editing purposes. But again, I'm pretty sure that's a budgetary issue. The lighting here should not be lit like this. The lighting should be a little bit more dramatic, but lit. So lit kind of like, so right now they're like completely silhouetted, right? How it should be to just like enhance it a little bit to make it a little bit different. Just a little edge lighting. Maybe just like a hair light, really lean into the dramatic lighting, really lean into the darker contrast of the lighting aspect, rather than just suddenly fully lighting them. So like half shadow, half light would have probably made this scene just look that much better. Yeah. I will say, I will give the song an 8.5 out of 10. I really, really like the song. I think it's very refreshing. I think it's very fun. But I think the music video, a little left to be desired. I truly believe you can sell any song. I truly believe that. I think you can sell any song, and it is completely dependent on the packaging and presentation. In my opinion, I do not think the presentation is up to par. I think the presentation is the aspect of it, the marketing of it, the visual packaging and the presentation of it. That is what had to evolve, not Momoland's sound, which Momoland's sound is totally fine. I like it. But I do think the music video is a little bit outdated. And so that is where it falls a little short. That is where I express some disappointment. But overall, I did enjoy it. And I hope that for Momoland's new chapter, that Rodeo is only just the start and they're able to build and climb more going forward from here. All right. With that in mind, that's going to be it for me and my reaction to Rodeo by MOMOLAND. Guys, let me know in the comments down below. What did you think of the song? What did you think of the music video? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the channel and check out some bonus reactions, consider supporting us on Patreon. Links in the description below. You can subscribe, tune in for future reactions over here. I'm going to have a button for you in the lower right. You can check out my other reactions in the upper right. And that's going to be it for me. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.